Boston trying to build off their convincing Christmas Day win in Brooklyn, but they're running into the hottest team in the NBA. Chris Paul's squad has won 14 in a row heading into Thursday night. We picked this one up with the Clippers getting off to a hot start. It's Chris Paul, one of his 11 dimes up top to DeAndre Jordan. The big man for the Clippers took just 3 field goal attempts, and he hit all of them. Blake Griffin, the turnaround. It was 23-9. Clippers dropped a 30 spot in the first. Later in the first, some history here at the free throw line as Paul Pierce becomes the NBA's 24th all-time leading scorer, surpassing the great Elgin Baylor. Kevin Garnett, with the clock winding down, the fadeaway, he connects. Garnett had 16, but they trailed by 10 after 1. Second quarter, remember how they scored 30 in the first? Well, some defense led to offense, and they scored 30 more to the Clippers in the second. Lamar Odom the block. Jamal Crawford gets it to Matt Barnes, who had a game-high 21 off the bench in 23 minutes. Now Odom to Ronnie Turioff. Everyone getting involved for the Clippers. Back to the 6th Man of the Year candidate, Jamal Crawford, going all acrobatic on us. What a move by Crawford. And then here from the outside, he connects. 17 for Crawford. Clippers up 60-47 at the break. Third quarter, see if the Celtics can get back into it. Paul Pierce drives to the bucket, and Chris Paul collides directly into his head, causing Pierce to check to see if his teeth are still in place. And it appears everything was okay, but a scary moment there for both Pierce and Paul. Now, he was still bleeding a bit, but he could still score. The two-handed dunk. Pierce was just 5 of 13 from the field for 12 points. The game continued to be physical here as Blake Griffin goes for the monster jam. Jared Sullinger gets called for the flagrant 1. Take another look as the refs, of course, go to the monitor and determine that it was a flagrant 1. BG ended up with 15 points and 8 rebounds. He was able to play just 25 minutes because of the blowout. Chris Paul with the triple, the largest lead of the game at 32 points. It's a laugher, so call him the Canadian. Well, that's Reggie Miller and Billy Crystal, #1 Clipper fan, wearing the Cliff Paul mustache. Clippers shoot 48%, making 15 consecutive wins, 106-77. The bench of the Clippers outscored the bench of the Celtics 53-29. It is the largest margin of defeat this season for Boston.